Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is a video I didn't actually expect to be making. If you remember back in the spring, I did my, and a little ways into the summer, I did my reviews of the anime series, of the episodes of the anime series, My Youth Romantic Comedy, as wrong as I expected, SNAFU, and then I did my review of it as a whole. Well, here's the first OVA that came out in September, and I'm just finding out about that I'm ready to review. Okay. So, yes. This OVA is called There's No Choice But to Watch Them Happiness Right Here as They Arrive at Their Destiny. Now then, if you remember in my review I said that the series started out really strong, but I felt it had a steady decline over the course of the series. Well, I'm happy to report that I thought this episode was really funny. Yeah, I did think it was definitely a step up from the latter episodes in the series, which is good, of course. Alright, so yeah. Anyways, though, while waiting for Komachi to prepare breakfast, Hachiman ponders on the institution of marriage, with his opinion installing that people deceive themselves into thinking that it makes them happy while they go about its compulsory activities. As Komachi teases that Hikigai's opinion would be unlikely to get him married, he deduces that having a little sister to take care of their sibling to be the same as being married. After school, Shizuka enlists the service club to help her prepare a magazine as part of a campaign by the Chiba region to promote love and marriage to teenagers. Hikigaya and Yukino start brainstorming ideas which turn out to be too complex for average high schoolers to understand. However, Yui suggests that they conduct a marriage survey in Class 2F. However, the broad answers that 2F provides only seems to emphasize their inexperience in such things, obviously, which prompts Yukino to call in Komachi, who has a similar experience when taking care of Hikigaya. Komachi suggests that they reduce the project, refocus the project on how to be a better wife, and has Shizuka and Yui and Yukino compete in contests she makes up. During the first cook-off contest, Hikigaya praises Shizuka's cooking powers. During the second bridal quiz contest, Komachi presents a series of scenarios to Shizuka, Yukino, Yui, and Hikigaya. During the last bridal dress contest, Hikigaya compliments Shizuka's beauty, and Komachi is forced to award her as victor of the competition. Afterwards, the service club starts preparing their findings for the magazine, with Hikigaya lagging behind because of his workload, much to Yukino's annoyance. Finally, as Hikigaya prepares his article, he writes that since no amount of preparation can really prepare someone for the unforeseen future, he advises female readers to stake their claim on their desired husbands, since everyone deserves the right to be happy. Hold on. Okay, and that's basically what happened in this episode. Hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, like I said before, this episode was definitely funny, and better than the last few episodes of the actual series itself. Too bad this technically isn't in the actual series itself, it's just an OVA that's going to be released with the DVDs later. I mean, if you're watching it on a legal streaming site, you're not going to be able to find this episode. Probably until the DVDs are released. And even so, that's only in Japan because it does not have a dub, at least not yet. So yeah. And the thing is, I don't know what about it made it so much funnier than the last few episodes. Maybe it's because it reminded me why I started loving Hikigaya's character to begin with, because like I said before, Hikigaya's character reminds me so much of myself. Okay, and maybe that's partially why, because of his like personality and whatnot. Love it so much, you know. But this episode did have very few characters in it. All right, it had Hikigaya, Yukino Yui, Komachi, their sensei. That one friend of Hikigaya is from way early on in the series. I think it was like episode 1 or 2 or something like that. And I forget his name. That one feminine guy who I think might have a thing for Hikigaya. So yeah, just those 7 characters, I'm pretty sure, was the only ones actually in this episode, and I felt it worked out really good because a lot of the latter episodes in the actual series had lots of characters, but I don't think they knew who they wanted to focus on, and without that focus, it kind of fell apart, I felt. But here, you know, they only had 7 characters in the entire episode, and the latter 2 that I mentioned are only in there for like one really small scene, and then that's it. So for the majority of it, it's just 5. For that one scene, it's 7. Okay. So yeah, and I felt that it worked out really well with that. You know, other than that, the other stuff that I've mentioned in past episode reviews of this is the same. The animation isn't that great, which is I never expected it to be in the first place. Alright, and the art looks the same, you know, the music's the same and whatnot, so not really anything to mention in those regards. But so I guess that's all I really have to mention about this episode, though. Overall, I thought it was good for an OVA. If any more OVAs come out in the future, I'll definitely watch them and review them. Alright. And yeah, so anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.